You know us. Look at my diamonds, they dance. Petro cocaine is the fashion.
Hey, what's going on, people? Your boy, man, Mike, coming to you guys with more Atlanta Falcons content, and this three things that stood out. Minnesota Vikings, Atlanta Falcons. Now, I did not want to make this video, but got to give you guys more content. Got to give you the truth and the facts of the matter. And the facts of the matter is that we just got our behinds whipped. Did not play well whatsoever. From the very beginning of the game, turnovers, bad mistakes, got sacked, just a horrible game, just a horrible start from the game. And there's three things that stood out from the Atlanta Falcons. The first one is offensive line and chemistry. I'm a big component, and I say this all the time. If you don't have chemistry offensively, defensively, you're not going to win any games, okay? You're just not going to win games. Period, point blank. Doesn't matter if you run a 4-4. Doesn't matter if you're as talented as a Julio, Calvin Ridley. These offensive guys, the guys that we have on offense, doesn't matter how good they are. How much talent, how much skill they have. If you don't have chemistry, you don't know where guys are going to be. Guys don't know assignment. You're missing your gaps. This is what happens. You have to have chemistry. Guys have to know and learn to trust each other on the field. And offensively, no one knows what they were doing. Guys were jumping off field, offsides. They were getting penalties. Just a bad game overall offensively. And the offensive line is the most important aspect of the team. You have to protect Matt Ryan. They did a horrible job of picking up the blitz. And from the very beginning, the Falcons struggled. Sack on the first play. So if the Falcons want to get back to what they can do and what we know they can do, they got to protect Matt Ryan, and the offensive line has to get together. They have to get together. First and foremost. Before we say that Devontae Freeman needs to run the ball better, he needs to hold the ball better. Before we say that we need to stop, trying to force feed Julio the ball. The offensive line has to get it together. Because if the offensive line doesn't get it together, doesn't matter we have a Julio. Doesn't matter we have a Ito, Freeman, Olsen, Quadri Olsen, even, Calvin Ridley. Does not matter how many skills players that we have. If we cannot get chemistry and that offensive line don't come together, going to struggle. So I expect the Falcons offensive line to get that corrected. Chris Morgan is a good offensive line coach. He will get these guys going. So don't worry about that. Second one is edge setting. Defensively, those guys was absolutely atrocious. In particular, Devondre Campbell. Devondre Campbell was absolute garbage, man. I'm just going to be real. That guy was an absolute nightmare. He was slow in reacting. He was in the wrong lanes, saw things too slowly, just absolutely just getting obliterated. He just had a terrible game. Just a terrible game. And it wasn't not only him. He was just the worst out of the bunch. Deion Jones, over-pursued plays. Looked rusty. Vic Beasley, Tack McKinley, Tack especially, just way too aggressive. Way too aggressive. And Lieutenant Dan is going to show you guys the film on that. So stay tuned for that. But these guys were just so anxious. They were definitely out of position, over pursuing. The guys just did not look like they were ready to play. But they're going to get that corrected. I still believe in Dan Quinn. Like I said, the defense did not play that bad. They didn't play great, but they weren't that bad. But the third one, and this is probably the most important, is the turnovers. The turnovers killed us. They murdered us. The Atlanta Falcons were murdered by turnovers. A block punt led to a score. Fumble by Devontae Freeman led to a score. 2 interceptions by Matt Ryan. A -4 in the turnover ratio. I don't care who you are. You cannot turn the ball over 4 times and expect to win a game. Can't happen. And this is what happens to the Atlanta Falcons. Did not win the turnover battle. They lost. They turned the ball over. Did not play well. 9 penalties. Just an overall bad game for the Atlanta Falcons. But this is only week 1. Week 2 against the Eagles. The Falcons will get it together. But let me know what you guys think about this. Leave your comments below. Your boy, man, Mike is out, man. Peace.
Whipping the Princess Diana. Double cup bling, found her. Oh my, oh God.